Welcome back to My St. Louis Live. This afternoon we have Dr. Chad Weber from Regenerative Neuropathy. You've seen him on the program before. And also joining Dr. Weber, a very special guest, a patient of his who happens to be a nationally known outdoorsman you may recognize, Bob Richardson. Welcome to the program, Bob. We're glad you're here.
Thank you.
Bob's biography includes past host and producer of 2 nationally televised weekly TV shows, Outdoors in the Heartland TV and Scent Blocker Most Wanted TV. And I'm guessing, Bob, that doing these programs meant that you were out walking around in the forests and the woods and that you're a very active kind of guy. What sent you to Dr. Weber?
I was diagnosed with neuropathy when I was in my early 50s. I knew I wasn't a diabetic. I hadn't gone through chemo, but yet I got neuropathy. I was a pretty active guy. You know, you just read the bio. I climbed up hills, mountains, and trees, but I finally got to the point that I could no longer even feel my feet, except the constant burning and pain. You know, I think I went through most of the standard treatment that most people go through.
Right.
But for me, the difference was I went through this for 20 plus years. And in this, it was a series of doctors, and more doctors. The end result was meds that only masked the pain. You know, I got pretty skeptical at this point that I even wanted to try Dr. Weber's new program. But I'll tell you what, it was life-changing.
Yeah?
I was a guy that was convinced that I was going to be in a wheelchair the way I was going the rest of my life. But not anymore, thanks to this guy.
Yeah. Well, Chad, when he came to you, where was he in this process?
So we went through our evaluation, like a lot of patients, Bob was at 90+% nerve damage in his feet, right? So basically feeling nothing when it came down to it. Obviously he felt the symptoms as far as sensory innervation. He was feeling nothing, losing his balance. We went through our whole protocols, got a game plan put together for him, presented it to him. He decided to follow through with the process. And the beautiful thing, like he says, like he was in Florida the whole time he did this. So he was 1,200 miles away getting treatment. When he came back for his reevaluation, we were in the teens as far as nerve damage goes, like 11 and 13% or something along those lines, but amazing results, and he did it from across the country.
Speaking of amazing results, go ahead.
You know, this, I have to say, this program that he's got, it works, but it's not one appointment visit and you're cured. You know, it's a commitment to better quality of life.
Okay.
And I've got to say, from my experience, that I'm not going to be in a wheelchair the rest of my life.
Well, you have a special offer that you're making, right?
Yeah, so
Tell us about that.
Every once in a while we do these special offers. So our normal exams are $249. Right now we're offering an exam for $49. It gives a chance, an opportunity to come in, see what we're about, see how we're different from what they've been used to. It includes a full sensory evaluation. It includes thermal imaging of their feet so we can determine what kind of blood flow loss there is. It includes x-rays as well if there's any structural impairment that might be going on. It also includes a secondary follow-up visit that allows us to go over all the results, the treatment protocols, duration of treatment, answer all their questions before they start care, and then we go from there.
And it also includes a free copy of your book, which I have. I've read it. I think this is a terrific book. I really do. And because I think it points out that this is your specialty. This is not one of the things you do. This is what you do.
This is what we do.
And I think that's really important because there's a lot of different approaches you can take to cure this neuropathy, as he did with Bob. So I would encourage you to get a copy of this book, and you can do that by calling right now to be one of the first 25 callers. You'll get a complete neuropathy exam for just $49 with Dr. Weber at Regenerative Neuropathy. The phone number to call, 618-232-4063.